Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make an easy PLC program using GXIEC Developer. This is an easy program which I've learned how to use. You use ladder diagrams to make the program, and first off we are going to look at the global variables which you will have to make in order for the components you put in the ladder diagram to work. We're going to start off with the start function of the PLC, like the button you use to start it with. That one has an input on the PLC which is called X0. I've chosen that, and we now need to make some new or more variables, which we'll have to do a stop and an emergency stop function as well. We're gonna need to use a RS function, which is basically a reset set function where you give signal to the set and it stays on until you give a signal to the reset, which then it resets. We'll have to change the type of this one, as it doesn't work if you have it on the BOOL. We'll have to go into the function block and find RS here. When that's done, we need to get the outputs on the PLC, which is the contactors we're going to use. In this case it's Q1 for contactor 1, and that will be on Y0 on the PLC, as it is an output. I'll just change that function, that type to bool, and that will be fine. We also have to use some indicator lights, which will be H1, H2 and H3. H1 is for indicating when the PLC is going to, the engine is going to start. That will be green. H2 will be current light, which tells us if it's current on the PLC. And the H3 is for stop. First off, in the ladder diagram, we'll have to get the contacts we're going to use. It's start, stop, and emergency stop. So just make this a bit bigger. Emergency stop. Then we're going to take the RS function. It's a function block, so you'll find that here. We'll also have to change the name of it to RS, which we made in the global variables. After that we need the engine or coil, which I have called Q1, which is contactor 1. And we have to get some signal to those, and just use this function here and just draw over to the contacts. There we go. Now we've done this, we will have to make a new network, which we're gonna put lights on. The way I like to do this is with just using the coil here, or not that, but I will use an input variable here. I will call that for Q1, and then we'll take a coil and call this for H1. That will be our starting light. And now we're gonna have the current light, which is new network, a coil here, H2, and just draw it coded directly onto there. And then we'll need the stop light, which is a bit more tricky to make, as we need to use a coil, so H3, and we'll then use a normally closed button or function here to signal when it's off, when the contactor is off, and I will just call that for Q1. We'll draw this onto here. This is the program. To finish it up, we have to build it. As I have been testing a bit on this one, I will have to rebuild it. And you can see we have no warnings or errors in here. So the way this program works is when you push the start button, the RS function block will hold the signal as it's a momentary push button we are going to use, and it will not stay in. It will hold the signal until we press stop or emergency stop. Then it will reset and be ready to start over again. The light function here is working as Q1 is, well, given signal, it will give signal to H1. H2 is a bit of the same way, it's just connected directly onto the network. And the H3 is used as a normally closed button here, as it will have to be when it stops or starts, if you could call it that. When Q1 starts, it will open up the button, and H3 will not be given a current anymore, and there will be no light from it. Yeah, this is how it works, and hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.